أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Before we start today's symposium, I would like to introduce you Hafiz Abdul Razak Ibrahim Kokeya, who will recite a verse of the Holy Quran as is customary for us to start any function with a verse of the Holy Quran. I'll ask Hafiz Abdul Razak to recite a short verse of the Holy Quran.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله ولتنظر نفس ما قدمت لغد واتقوا الله إن الله خبير بما تعملون. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله ولتنظر نفس ما قدمت لغد واتقوا الله إن الله خبير بما تعملون. اتقوا الله ولتنظر نفس ما قدمت لغد واتقوا الله إن الله خبير بما تعملون. ولا تكونوا كالذين نسوا الله فأنساهم أنفسهم أولئك هم الفاسقون. لا يستوي أصحاب النار وأصحاب الجنة. أصحاب الجنة أصحاب النار وأصحاب الجنة. أصحاب الجنة هم الفائزون. لو أنزلنا هذا القرآن على جبل لرأيته خاشعا متصدعا من خشية الله. لو أنزلنا هذا القرآن على جبل لرأيته خاشعا متصدعا. لو أنزلنا هذا القرآن على جبل لرأيته خاشعا متصدعا من خشية الله. وتلك الأمثال نضربها للناس لعلهم يتفكرون. هو الله الذي لا إله إلا هو عالم الغيب والشهادة هو الرحمن الرحيم. هو الله والله الذي لا إله إلا هو عالم الغيب والشهادة هو الرحمن الرحيم. والله الذي لا إله إلا هو الملك القدوس السلام. الملك القدوس السلام المؤمن المهيمن العزيز الجبار المتكبر. والله الذي لا الملك القدوس السلام المؤمن المهيمن العزيز الجبار المتكبر سبحان الله سبحان الله عما يشركون هو الله الذي لا إله إلا هو الملك القدوس السلام المؤمن المهيمن العزيز الجبار المتكبر سبحان الله عما يشركون والله الخالق البارئ المصور له الأسماء الحسنى والله الخالق البارئ المصور له الأسماء الحسنى يسبح له ما في السماوات والأرض والله الخالق البارئ المصور له الأسماء الحسنى يسبح له ما في السماوات والأرض وهو العزيز الحكيم يسبح له ما في السماوات والأرض وهو العزيز الحكيم صدق الله العظيم.
Firstly, I would like to welcome you all for taking your time off to listen to the subject of today. As you know, today's subject is the concept of God between the two speakers. It's a symposium by Swami Agnivesh and Brother Ahmed Deedat. Unfortunately, Swami Agnivesh could not come, or he's not here. We know that for a reason we cannot explain. It's between Agnivesh and the Hindu community. But we have Uncle Deedat here. So Brother Deedat will be delivering his talk as schedule. So we'll ask, without any further ado, we'll ask Sheikh Ahmed Deedat to deliver today's talk.
Alhamdulillahi wahda. Wassalatu wassalamu ala man la nabi ba'da. Allahumma ya mufattihul abwab, wa ya musabbibul asbab, wa ya dalil al-hairin. Tawakkaltu alayka ya Rabbul Alameen, wa ufawwidu amri ila Allah, inna Allaha basirun bil ibad. Mr. Chairman, my dear brothers and sisters, and my dear children, I might just reiterate that this was supposed to be a symposium. A symposium is not a debate. A symposium is that where more than one person speak on the same subject from their respective point of views. And as such, this meeting was organized for that. And it arose out of a letter that we had received from the Arya Prithinidhi Sabha, that they had sent a circular offering that, look, if you, this man, Swami Agnivesh, is coming to South Africa to a conference, and if you people want, you can organize a debate, a discussion, a workshop, and on and on and on, whatever you would like to do with our Swamiji, you can do. So we responded telling this Sabha that, look, a debate is out of the question. Because Hinduism is not a threat to Islam. It's not a challenge to Islam in this country. But rather that we have a symposium where the Muslim will have a chance of listening to the Hindu concept of God, and to the Hindu also listening to the Muslim concept of God, and the Muslim to listen to the Hindu concept. Either way, both sides. That both will be educated. It's not a debate, it's not scoring points, it's not passing judgment, no adjudicators are required. And they were very happy with our suggestion that it be a symposium, not a debate. Although they had mentioned the word debate, we said no debate. And we started to advertise, and we advertised, alhamdulillah, despite the fact that so much contrary news has been broadcast about nothing going to take place, there's no meeting taking place, we have a hall full, alhamdulillah. Now, I had the good fortune of speaking to Swamiji personally this morning and 5 o'clock again this afternoon. And I found him to be a charming gentleman. I'm sure I wouldn't have regretted embracing him. If he was here, embracing him on the stage, I would have had no regrets whatsoever. Charming gentleman. He cried. He's crying. He said, look, he's constrained. He wants to fulfill. He's a gentleman. He is not ashamed to, he's not afraid to back out of this. But the society around him, they had forced him into a situation where the poor man can't make a move. He's a guest in this country. So I suggested to him, I said, look, if we can't get together here, what about in India, in our motherland? Oh, he was elated. I said, in Delhi, we have a symposium, and this time I said, you organize it. You organize it. I organize this here at my expense, you organize it in Delhi, and I'll be prepared to fly down at my expense, everything, and we have a symposium there. In India, and inshallah, God willing, in history, it has never happened before. That a Muslim and a Hindu can share a platform. It hasn't happened, and it was going to happen here tonight. But now, Allah didn't will it. But it can happen in India. That a Muslim and a Hindu, in 1,000 years it hasn't happened. Debates have taken place between Muslims and Hindus. Debates. But symposiums, never. Here is an opportunity in 1,000 years, which says now we are prepared to stand up before the public and deliver a message as to what this concept of God each party has. Swamiji, Swami Agnivesh, this is his picture, they had given it to us, from which we produced the pamphlets. He's quite handsome gentleman. And I asked him about his name this morning. I said, Agnivesh. I said, Agni, I know. I know the word Agni. Agni means fire. But I said, Vesh, I don't know. I have some ideas, suspicions about what it means, but I really don't know. will you please explain to me what is Agni Vesh? Agni is fire, what is Vesh? He says, Vesh in Sanskrit means the embodiment of a quality. Agni Vesh, embodiment of fire. The nature of fire is to burn. It burns, serves a purpose, it does harm, but generally is doing good. Without fire, all these civilizations you see around us wouldn't have existed. Without fire, without heat, all these metals that went to make these things, everything that you see there, nothing would have worked. Your stoves, your fridges, fire, fire, fire. And he was the embodiment of fire, but he has been such a fantastic person that I'm looking forward to meeting him again, personally this time. Coming to the topic of this evening, the concept of God in Islam. Concept of God in any religion. I have a statement here before me by Samuel Zwemer. Samuel Zwemer is the founder of the Zwemer Institute in Pasadena, America. That institute is solely directing its activities towards the Muslims, to convert the Muslims of the world. The Zwemer Institute. The founder of that institute, Samuel Zwemer, he makes this statement. He said, no religion is higher than its concept of God. No religion is higher than its concept of God. The height of your religion depends upon your concept. What do you think of God? Whatever the height of that level of your thinking, your apprehension, that is the level of your religion. But when a person moots an idea, he propounds a theory, it presupposes that the person believes that his is the highest. Otherwise, who will make such a statement? If a Hindu made such a statement, at the back of his mind, Hinduism has the highest concept. If the Muslim made such a statement, it presupposes that the Muslim believes that the Muslim is the highest concept of God. And if a Christian makes such a statement, it presupposes that Christianity has the highest concept of God. And I have no hesitation in agreeing with this proposition, that the highest concept of God, the higher the concept, the higher your religion. Now, if I were to do, which is natural thing to do, is to go to the Quran and tell the people, Muslims and non-Muslims, said we have the highest concept. We Muslims are and this anybody would do. The Christian will do the same, the Hindu will do the same. Everybody, is natural for them to boast that my concept, my book has the highest concept. But now, I said, if I can get it from the mouth of the opposition, this testimony, then it would mean something real. Because it is natural for each individual, his religious concept to say is the highest and the best. And in this I am going back to 1776. At a time when the whole Muslim world was down in the gutters. 1776. Edward Gibbon, the master historian, he wrote his encyclopedia called The Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire, 1776. And in it, his encyclopedia, he says that the creed of Muhammad, the idea, the philosophy, the principles of the teachings of this man, Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, is free from the suspicions of ambiguity. And the Quran is a glorious testimony to the unity of God. This is coming from the mouth of the Westerner, the Christian. He says that. Edward Gibbon. Ambiguity. Having more than one possible meaning to a thing. You say something and you mean one thing and you also mean something else. Ambiguity. You're not very clear cut. Islam, he says, the creed of Muhammad is free from that. There's no ambiguity. It's clear cut, straightforward. Anything what it says, it stands for what it says. It has no dual meanings. When the Christian would say, it says, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Says these three are not three, but one. Now there's ambiguity. No, Islam has no such things. To give you a crude example of ambiguity, when you use some words and you mean something else, I give an example of a lady who says that no man is good enough for her. A woman, who says no man is good enough for me, she says. So we say she may be right and she may be left. She may be right and she may be left. She may be left on the shelf. She may never get a husband. You see? But now I say she may be right and she may be left. It's got double meaning. Can you see? Double. That's ambiguity. In Islam, the creed of Muhammad, according to Gibbon, has no ambiguity. Clear cut, straightforward. If it says one, it's one. Indivisible, indivisible. In his quality and his nature is absolutely unique. When you say he's unique, he is unique. There's nothing like him that you can think or imagine. Then, some years later, in 1854, Lamartine, a French historian, he wrote the history of the Turks. And the Turks, incidentally being Muslims, he started speaking about our Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, the Holy Prophet Muhammad, and his concept of God. And this is what he says in his book, The History of the Turks. The idea of the unity of God, proclaimed amidst the exhaustion of fabulous theologies, was in itself such a miracle that upon its utterance from his lips, it destroyed all the ancient superstitions. His endless prayers, his mystic conversations with God, his death and his triumph after death, all these attest not to an imposture but to a firm conviction which gave him the power to restore a dogma. This dogma was twofold, based on the unity of God and the immateriality of God. His unity, and he's not a material being. He's not physical. And the immateriality of God. The former telling what God is, and the latter telling what God is not. What he is and what he is not. And coming to modern days, modern times, this current affairs. His Holiness the Pope John Paul II, he's just published a book, written a book, called Crossing the Threshold of Hope, by His Holiness Pope John Paul II. I am just inquisitive. How many of you own this book? Please put up your hand. If any of you own this book, Crossing the Threshold of Hope by Pope John Paul II. Anybody who owns this book in this hall, just put up your hand. I won't be asking for it. I just want to know whether you own it. Anybody, please put up your hand. Not one? You have it, sister? Good. One lady has it, alhamdulillah. Can you imagine that in this packed hall, only one person, she has it? Are you a Muslim, sister? No. You must be a Roman Catholic. No. Great. No, she's not a Roman Catholic, but she owns the book. She is not a Muslim. Now I am offering, starting with my sisters, I'm offering you 100 rands.